Security today is something much more complex. People who is escaping the consequences of the climate change. They are not coming here because they are not pursued politically, but because there is a threat that threatens their lives. Are we prepared culturally to understand that?
We needed to do this, to come together to make certain people understood that climate crisis, it is a crisis, is not some, political strategy conjured up by people who want to mobilize people to do something. It is, if not the single one of two or three most serious security issues we face on this planet.
The challenges are many-faceted, but they all affect NATO. They all affect our collective security.
The war in Ukraine has actually demonstrated how energy climate change is linked to our security, because President Putin used energy, the gas, to try to coerce NATO allies from providing support to Ukraine.
But what is important, since we are talking about climate and security, to make permanently the link because on the insecurity that climate change is creating, on the places where people are more vulnerable. And we cannot understand the situation of, I put again the example of the Sahel, but I can't talk about the Horn of Africa, without understanding that it's climate change which is creating this move of the people. Since 2008, every year, 20 million of people had to leave their houses due to climate accidents, due to droughts, due to floods, due to heat waves. And the number is increasing.
I wanted to end on something that perhaps should end on a negative note, but I have to. Every time we get new scientific facts, they're more pessimistic than the previous facts.
And the figures are appalling. You take the 20 more vulnerable countries in the world, and the less developed to face the climate change, the less prepared, 13 of them are in big conflict on the last 5 years. And this fight is mainly due to the fact that resources are scarce, and they are scarce due to climate change. Some people fight against each other due to the effects of the climate. And we have to come quicker, and the peacekeeper today cannot be understood without taking into account the root causes of the conflict. Certainly it is a big word to do that. And there are small things and big things. The small things, allow me to put two examples. I am going to create in our satellite center in Madrid a hub to analyze climate and security and a policy analysis related to that, taking the data that we can have through our satellites and to make the link between security and climate. Second, in all our CSDP missions, we will embed a climate package. We are all over the world. We are more than 5,000 people deployed around the world, and they have to have a climate package in order to understand and to follow what's going on and how we can support these countries where we are deployed to do more. And certainly much more partnership, because we are good partners, but on this specific field, everything is to be done. We haven't started yet.